I'm going to talk about the squat, the deadlift, a burpee, and an overhead press. Hey everyone, my name is Susannah and I am a physical therapist at Proactive Rehab and Wellness. Today I'm going to be doing a video for you guys about different movements that are done in CrossFit workouts that are considered functional movements. With CrossFit exercises, a lot of the things that you do in CrossFit workouts are considered functional, meaning that they will carry over into everyday life. So I'm going to go through 4 different exercises that are pretty common to see in any CrossFit workout from day to day. I'm going to talk about the squat, the deadlift, a burpee, and an overhead press, and tell you how these can help carry over into everyday life as well. So the first thing is going to be a squat. So squats can be performed in many different ways just based on someone's capabilities. The reason it is considered a functional movement is because you have to squat to sit on the couch, you have to squat to get into and out of your car, you have to squat to sit on the toilet seat, you have to squat to get down to the chair at the kitchen table, many different things throughout the day. Just show you a couple of variations of a squat that you could do with a workout. So this is a kettlebell, 10 pounds here, and all I'm gonna do here is squat down to the chair with the weight, stand back up. So what this is doing is it's adding in a little bit of resistance with the movement, so that as you get stronger with that movement, you can add more weight, and then the functional task of squatting becomes easier and easier because you're doing it under a higher load with certain exercises. The next thing I'm going to talk to you about is going to be a deadlift. A deadlift shows up a lot in different CrossFit workouts. It's often done with some sort of barbell with weight on it. So just like the squat, you can add weight, increase the resistance, which is going to make you stronger. So I'm going to also demonstrate this one with a kettlebell. So we have 10 pounds here. It's going to come onto the ground. And then, so for the deadlift, what you're doing is bending at your hips here, forward, and then standing up. So repetitively, it would look a little bit like this. So this is really good for strengthening of your lower back area, your hips, your glutes, all of it. And it's also considered a functional movement. So if you think about all the times that you have to bend down during the day, often people are bending down to get groceries off of the ground. They may be bending down to pick up their child off of the floor. They may be bending down while they're cleaning the house, picking up toys off of the ground. So that's how that's considered more of a functional movement. Again, just as with the squat, as you train this with more weight and more resistance, it's going to become more efficient in everyday life when you're doing it just day to day. The next thing we're going to talk about, I'm going to bring the camera down just so you can see the ground here, is going to be a burpee. So what a burpee is, basically you're going onto the ground, bringing your stomach onto the ground, and then standing up. So it looks like this. And then you jump up. The reason that this is considered functional is being able to get on and off of the ground. As we age, as we get older, falls are going to be more common. You'll see it happen more. And they're a little bit more serious as you get older, because as you get older, you may not be able to stand up and get off the ground with as much ease as when you're younger. Just like with these other 2 examples that we talked about, a burpee is something that also shows up a lot in a CrossFit workout. Like I said, the reason that that's considered functional is because it's a way of basically getting up off of the ground and standing up if you were to fall. And then there is one more movement that I'm going to talk about here, and this is an overhead press. So I'm just going to use the same 10-pound kettlebell that I have been using for these other ones. But this can be done just like I said with the others. You can use a barbell, you can use a resistance band, you can use your kid and lift your kid up if you want to do that. But this is also just a very functional task that you're probably doing a lot more during the day than you think about. All you're going to do here is just press overhead, back down, and it looks just like that. So again, repetitively doing this type of exercise with weight and resistance is going to make it easier when you're doing it day to day on a daily basis. This carries over into your daily life for things like putting groceries up in the cabinet, reaching up onto the shelves at the grocery store, putting your dishes away, taking dishes out of the cabinets. So this motion here of reaching up is mimicked with that overhead press movement. As I was saying, these are just 4 that have listed functional exercises that CrossFit utilizes a lot. There's many, many more, but these are just the top 4 that kind of came to my mind, and why we should be having everybody do these types of movements just to help optimize their daily function in their daily life.